Okay, so what I would like to talk to you guys about, as soon as I get this a little bit bigger, is rounding. So what do you think that means when I say rounding? Like, what is rounding? Why is it important? What do you know? What do you think of when I say rounding? What do you think of, Cam?
Go to the next 10.
Ooh, very good. He said go to the next 10. So that is a really good observation about rounding. Sometimes you will have to go to the next 10. Okay? Can you sit down for me, bud? Claire, what do you think of when I say rounding? Did you have any thoughts?
Mine was going to the 10.
So just going to the tens. Good. I like how you guys are thinking. Brains are on. What do you think of, Nick, when I say rounding?
Like 5. What does it round to? That's 10.
Okay.
55, 60.
So you were thinking about how 5 makes it round up to the next 10. Very nice job. All right. So do you have one more thought, Cam?
4 rounds down to the bottom.
Ooh, so 5, you guys were thinking it rounds up. 4, you're thinking about how it rounds down. Good job. All right, so rounding. There's a couple key words that I want you to remember whenever we think about rounding. When you see the words estimate or about, so you're reading a math problem, the directions or the math problem, and you see the word estimate about how much, or about how much is this number. What they're basically saying to you is, I don't want to know the exact number. I want to know how close it is to something. And this can be very helpful when you don't have to know exactly how much money you need. You just have to make sure you have enough money. Or you don't have to know exactly how many cookies you need. You just want to make sure you have enough cookies for everybody. So you're looking for what is it closest to? And when we're rounding, it's really important to find 2 numbers that you can go to. We call these our benchmark numbers. Benchmark numbers in math are really important. They are between 2 numbers, like benches. They're almost like fences on the end. Benchmarks. It's either going to be on this end or this end. So when you see these 2, you automatically need to key in, okay, I'm not looking for an exact number. I'm looking for about how much. I'm looking for those benchmarks. And I heard you guys say going to the nearest 10, because a lot of times you're going to see directions like this. Round to the, and it's going to give you a place to round to. This is what you have to key in on. First thing I need to key in on this word, or if I see one of these words, I need to be like, whoa, that's important. And then the next thing I have to key in on is this right here. I have to know which place I'm rounding to. So remind me of some places in numbers. What's one place, Claire, in a number?
10.
10's place. Good job. What's another place, Walker, in numbers? We've got the 10's place. We've got the hundreds place. Give me another one, Cam. The thousands place. Got another one, Nick? The 10,000s place. Got another one? The ones place. Good job. Very nice. So the first thing I do is I go, wait a second, I'm rounding. I'm not looking for the exact digit and what place. And a lot of you guys mentioned the 10s. So, okay, I've zoned in on those 2 things. I know I'm looking for the 10s. When you are rounding to the 10s place, your benchmarks are going to be 10s. Let's count by 10s, please. Can we start by counting by 10s with me, please? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Good. Those are your 10s. So those are going to be your benchmarks. Those things that you just said, those are going to be your benchmarks. So if I give you a digit, and we're going to go to the 10s place, and I say 83. Now, A good mathematician always has a scrap piece of paper nearby to write on. If you're doing a problem, write on that scrap piece of paper. It's a great thing to do. So the first thing that I would do is I would take my scrap piece of paper and I would write my digit down. And then I would focus in on what place. I'm going to circle that place. What digit is in the tens place? Okay, I'm going to circle it. And I'm going to look for my benchmarks. I'm going to draw a line this way. When you say the number, it gives you the first benchmark. 83. What's the first benchmark? I can hear it in there. 80. Say it again, Claire.
80.
80. 83. My first benchmark is going to be 80.
Excuse me.
Bless you. So when I round this digit, it is either going to be 80. All right, guys, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw another line in this direction. Okay, what is my next 10?
90.
Very nice. 80. What's the next one?
90.
90. That is my other benchmark. All right, so did you see what I just did? I took the number. I found the place. I gave myself my two benchmarks. The first one's easy to find. I hear it. The second one is going to be 10 more. Okay? Now I'm going to make myself a number line. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. And I'm going to try my best to evenly put those marks. I'm going to try to get the 85 in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? So there are several ways to figure this out. 81, 82, 83. Which benchmark is 83 closer to?
80.
80. So 83 is going to round to 80. There is another way to figure this out. So what's cool about math is a lot of times there's more than one way to solve a problem. So there are lots of different ways to get to your destination, right?
Yeah.
You can choose the best way for you. What is your best way to get to that destination? The destination is this answer. 83 rounded to the tens is 80. I love this, drawing out this triangle, giving myself my benchmarks, figuring out where it's the closest. There is another way to do this. You've circled your tens place. What number is going to tell you if that number stays the same or if it gets bigger?
The ones place.
The ones place, the place right behind it. Okay? Here's the riddle I like to say. 0 to 4, stay, and that's the key word, stay on the floor. If this number behind the place that you're working on is 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, you stay. The 8 does not change. Okay? Were we right? Did it stay? And the answer, did the 8 stay? Yeah. 5 through 9, climb the vine. Fancy way of saying, hey, you're going to climb up. I need you to get bigger. 0 through 4, stay on the floor. 5 to 9, climb the vine. If this number, if I had changed this number to 88,
it would be 90.
So I would be like 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. The 8 tells the 9, climb the vine. So what does the 8 become?
It comes to 90.
It becomes a 9, and then the ones place becomes a 0. If it was 88, it would round to 90. Awesome. All right. I would like for you to get a dry erase marker. You should be able to get one out of your basket or school box. If you don't have a dry erase marker, I've got some baskets up here. You can get one. I still want you here, bud. So I got really good attention. You're close and you're with me.
Do we write on our desk?
Yes.
Yay, right on our desk.
All right, so let's try this. And for my friends who are listening in at home, feel free to get a scrap piece of paper and try it with us. Okay, we're going to write right on top of our desk, and we're going to try the strategies. We're going to try both strategies here, okay? All right, let's all of us, and you have to do the whole steps with me, okay? We're going to practice the steps. I want to first read my directions. Always read the directions.
Do we write this?
You do not have to write this. Yes. Cam, what do the directions say? Round to the tens place. What words are really, really important in those directions? You have to know what place and the word round. Okay, that's what it's telling us to do. All right, this is what I want you to write up closer to the top. And your desks are perfect because they're triangles. So kind of in that top middle, I want you to do 135.
Can I get a paper towel first?
All right, right, 135. Right up here at the top of your triangle. Right up here at the top of your triangle. Yeah, that's okay. Right here, 135. All right, you have to go through the steps with me because I want to see these steps, okay? First thing I want to know are my benchmarks. What are my benchmarks? So I'm going to go backwards. All right, what place are we rounding to? The tens place. I can hear it when I say it. 135. So what 10 am I rounding to? 30. Now, there's an important digit here in front of the tens place. It just stays there. Anything in front of the place that you're rounding, it just kind of goes along for the ride. So I'm going to go down here and I'm just going to add that 1. It doesn't change. Anything in front of the place that you're rounding to just rides along. It's not playing the game. It's not going to be part of the problem. It just stays in the front of it. So once I've found my tens place, I'm just going to put that in the front because it just rides along. All right. What's my second benchmark? I should see your benchmarks on your desk. The first one is 30 because we're going to the tens place and we know the one's just riding along. So 130. Okay. What's the next 10 after 30? 40. And then what number is just riding along for the ride?
1.
The 1 in the hundreds place because it's in front. Guys, there could be 7 digits in front and they'd just be riding along. If this was 431,135, then I would just write all of those digits. They don't change. They're just riding in the front. Okay, now I want you to do your little number line. So across the bottom, give me a number line. And I want you to do your little tallies. How many tallies will you need between 130 and 140? Good. So 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139. I tried my best. 131, 132, 133, 134, 135. I tried my best to get it in the middle. All right, so in this case, we can't really tell which one it's closer to because it's supposed to be right smack dab in the middle. So I'm going to go to my poem and see if that helps me. What does the 5 tell the 3 to do? 0 to 4, stay on the floor.
5 to 9.
5 to 9,
Climb that vine.
climb the vine. Thank you. So the 1 stays there. The 5 tells the 3, I need you to climb the vine. So what is the 3 going to become? It becomes a 4. 140. So the 3 becomes a 4. We keep that 1. The 3 becomes a 4. And then how many places are after the tens place?
5.
How many places?
2.
This is the tens place. How many places are after it? 1. So I need 1 0. Excellent.
Do we race? Are you done recording?